In this video, I'm going to teach you what I think is the best and easiest method to pack for any trip. It's called the 3x3x3 packing method. It's also been called the Sudoku method, and I think there's a few other names for it. Doesn't matter what you call it, it's almost a perfect system, and it's been around forever, and so I want to show you exactly how you can do it for your next trip. Here's how it works. You choose 3 bottoms, 3 tops, and 3 layering pieces. And the idea is that they all work together and can be mixed and matched so you can create multiple different outfits from just these 9 pieces. And the idea behind that is you're creating a capsule wardrobe. I've made a few videos about this in the past, and the idea is pretty simple, but I feel like the hard part is actually figuring out what specific items to choose that all mix and match and work together. And right now we are in Tokyo for 2 weeks, so I'm going to show you my own personal 3x3x3 capsule. And even though there's only 9 pieces of clothing involved, I'm also going to share with you some tips about how to do the least amount of laundry and also be prepared for the most versatile weather conditions and try to come up with the most variety of outfits. To do this, I want to visually show you the grid so you can see how this comes together. I first introduced this 3x3 grid back in 2024, so I'll link that video here. Across the grid, you're going to place your 9 clothing pieces in a specific pattern. The top row will be top, bottom, layer, and then layer, top, bottom, then bottom, layer, top. And the magic happens once everything is laid out like this, because you can now build outfits the same way you'd play tic-tac-toe. Each row, each column, and a diagonal line creates a full outfit with 1 top, 1 bottom, and 1 layer. So right away, you've got 7 built-in outfits just by following the grid. But when every top works with every bottom and every layer, the combinations multiply really quickly. 3 tops times 3 bottoms times 3 layers equals 27 possible outfits. And all of that comes from just 9 pieces of clothing. Another way you can look at it is in this format, which can be easier if you want to play around with seeing how many total outfits you can make. I made a template that you can use and try out for yourself. Just lay out 3 layers in a row and then 3 tops and 3 bottoms. On the next slide, you'll have 9 boxes for 9 different outfit combinations. Place 1 bottom in each column and then 1 layer across each row. Then add 1 top to all of the boxes. Duplicate this slide of 9 outfits, but then replace top 1 with top 2. Then repeat for top 3. And that's how you can see 27 different possible outfits. And for you Excel lovers out there, I also made a spreadsheet template that you can use, which shows you how the 27 outfits come together. Both templates are linked in the video description below. They're free, and you don't have to sign up for my email newsletter to get them, but I would be grateful if you do decide to subscribe to my newsletter anyway. I promise I only share good, valuable information, and sometimes there's exclusive giveaways and sales. There's a lot of talk online about whether this is actually functional and does this work in real life. My answer is yes, because here are the 9 pieces I brought to Japan for a 2-week trip. For my bottoms, I brought a pair of jeans, a pair of black wide-leg jeans, and straight-leg jeans. For tops, I brought 3 t-shirts. And for layers, I packed a heavier cardigan, a lightweight cream-colored cardigan, and a heavier brown sweater. I was also able to sneak in a couple of extra layers for this capsule because I wore these on my travel day and didn't have to pack them, but they still worked with everything that I packed in my 9-item capsule. And that brings me to the sponsor of today's video, Unbound Merino. Using merino wool clothing pieces as your base is a game changer when it comes to travel, because this fabric is ultra soft and temperature regulating, perfect for long travel days and also when you have no idea what the weather is going to do. I tested out their new bomber jacket and absolutely loved it. It kept me warm without being bulky and heavy. Merino wool also doesn't hold moisture the way other fabrics do, which means it won't smell after wearing it multiple days in a row, which means you can pack less, travel lighter, and do less laundry. And we really put it to the test.
Okay, so Unbound Merino finally came out with tall size clothes. So I'm currently wearing a large, tall, V-neck, 100% merino t-shirt. And now you've heard Ali talk about this stuff. It's moisture wicking and temperature regulating, and you can wear it for a week and it doesn't stink. Well, I'm going to test that. We're currently on our way to Tokyo. I put this on this morning, and I'm going to wear this t-shirt until Allie says that I stink and should change, to test how good the whole not stinking in merino wool actually works. I don't mind stinking. If Allie tells me I stink, I will change. But until then, we are YOLOing this one single t-shirt for this entire trip. Stay tuned. Okay, it's currently 7:30 Tokyo time, which means we are on our 21 and a half of the travel day that I've been in this shirt. And we just arrived in the hotel room, and like tatami mats, lemon sour, highball, acai, to prove that we're here in Tokyo. This shirt is as fresh as it was when I put it on. Day one, 100%. Let's see how far we can go with this. Day two, same shirt, same outfit. Let's go. Okay, day three, same outfit. Yesterday, after the entire day, took off the shirt. It was 95% good, like in the armpits. And after a night of just airing it out in the closet, it's 100% today. So the journey continues to see how long until this thing actually stinks. And confirm stink check.
Confirm stink check.
Stay tuned. Okay, day four. The exact same shirt. Very similar situation to yesterday. A little bit of body odor in the evening. Nothing this morning after airing it out. So, you know, I'm just going to keep going. I should mention, though, I'm using a natural deodorant that's unscented, so there is no fragrance or residue that's masking smells. There's just nothing there. So yeah, we're going to keep going. Okay, day five. Same shirt. Very same story as yesterday. I think it develops a little bit of body odor during the day, and then airing it out overnight just completely eliminates it, and it's perfectly fine this morning. If anything, it just smells like the inside of the restaurants that we were in before, mildly, like in no way that I would consider offensive at all. So I think any normal person would probably change their shirt at this point, but at this point I'm just going to keep it going for fun. So the journey continues. Yeah, but hey, how about you? Sniff test confirmed?
Sniff test confirmed once again.
Okay, day 7. I missed yesterday because at this point this is ridiculous. Same shirt. This will be my final entry. Any reasonable human being is changing their shirt by now. But I'm just telling you, it is definitely going to shrink your packing burden significantly. It's like, even if you get 3 or 4 days, it's like, cool, that's like a quarter of the stuff you need to bring now. So yeah, they work. Okay, day 14. We just departed Narita with a beautiful sunset in the background. I am still wearing the same shirt that I put on before we left our house to leave for this trip. I understand the complete absurdity of this, but it still works. It's still clean. It still doesn't stink. Like, I air it out at night and it just keeps on going. At this point, I'm convinced this material is immortal, and I'm just going to continue wearing this until it just turns into threads that blow into the wind or something. So, interesting experiment. Thanks for coming along for the how long can we wear this shirt journey.
Check out the links in the video description and first comment to our favorite Unbound Merino pieces. Since we were more focused on filming and enjoying Tokyo rather than pretending to be an influencer filming my outfits for the day, which I am clearly terrible at, now that I'm back home, it's easier for me to show and model my Sudoku capsule wardrobe for you. Because of the specific types of clothing I packed, I only needed to do sink laundry once, which took less than 10 minutes out of my day. And if you're curious about how we do hotel room laundry when we travel, check out my full video here. You'll notice my bottoms were also 3 pairs of denim. Personally, I don't wash my jeans after every wear. I find I can wear jeans for at least a week before needing to wash them. So over the course of a 2-week trip, I wore each pair of jeans 3 to 5 times, so no need to wash them on the trip. Also, for this entire 2-week trip, I packed 3 pairs of socks. I finally tested out merino wool socks, and I can't believe it took me this long to do so. I wore these socks 3 or 4 days in a row without having to wash them because they do not get stinky, even if my feet sweat. I just aired them out overnight and they were perfectly fine to wear again the next day. I did decide to do a quick sink wash halfway through the trip, and the socks were perfectly dry the next morning. This was so much better than my last trip to Japan when I packed 5 pairs of cotton socks and had to wash them a few times, and they also took 2 days to dry. I should also mention the whole point of this capsule wardrobe system is that it's designed to fit into a carry-on, giving you the most amount of outfits while still leaving room to pack everything else you need, like a pair of shoes, toiletries, a hair tool, and other items. Now, the most important thing to know about this packing system is that this is meant to be a template or foundation for you to build your own 9-piece capsule wardrobe. You don't need to copy the exact same pieces that I packed. Adjust it for your specific trip. For this trip in particular, it was mostly cooler weather with some warm days, and in Japan, it's best to dress modestly and steer towards darker colors and neutral tones. So if you prefer brighter colors or patterns or different silhouettes or fabrics, please use what works for you. We are all individual people with different styles, preferences, and needs. Using this as a template, I want you to think like Bruce Lee. Absorb what is useful, discard what is useless, and add what is specifically your own. I have a lot more tips about how to adjust this method for different trips and how to create more outfits without packing more, but I'll save that for another video, so please subscribe so you don't miss it. And I think you'll really like my free newsletter, so sign up for that too if you're not already. And head down to the comments of this video for additional information and all the links that I mentioned. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.